Hello dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel Navin's Chemistry Express. Today I am going to start the very important topic of carboxylic acids, that is preparation of carboxylic acids. Let us see. So we have different kinds or different ways to prepare carboxylic acids. So let me see. So the very important methods of preparations of carboxylic acids from different organic compounds. The very first one is from primary alcohols and aldehydes. So we can prepare carboxylic acids from primary alcohols and aldehydes. And the second method from nitriles, or we are also called as cyanides. And yes, so we have another method, that is third method, from esters. So and also fourth method from Grignard reagent. Yes, and the fifth one is acyl halides. From acyl halides, where also we can prepare carboxylic acids, and also from anhydrides, acyl halides and anhydrides. And the sixth method from alkyl benzenes. This is the last method to prepare carboxylic acids. So yes, you should know from these organic compounds, so you can prepare many more carboxylic acids from primary alcohols and aldehydes, or from nitrates and cyanides, or from esters, or from Grignard reagent, or from acyl halides and anhydrides, or we can use alkyl benzenes to prepare carboxylic acids, right? So let us discuss one by one. So let me see. So these are the you are all familiar with alcohols and aldehydes, even cyanides and nitriles. And cyanides and nitriles are same actually. And also from esters, right? And Grignard reagent, acyl halides, anhydrides, alkyl benzenes. So you should know from these organic compounds you can prepare many more useful carboxylic acids for purpose of what is the purpose of preparation of carboxylic acids. From different carboxylic acids you can prepare, as you know, that drugs are also dyes, are also what we called adhesives, or what we called so many pesticides, herbicides, right? Let us see. So what are the different techniques? How do you prepare carboxylic acids from these organic compounds, right? Yes. Yes. Yes, I'm going to take the very first method from alcohols and aldehydes. How do you prepare carboxylic acids from primary alcohols and aldehydes? Let us see. The very first one is from primary alcohols. You know very well, primary alcohols means the OH group is attached with a primary carbon atom. And aldehydes means having CHO group. Let us see. So from oxidation method, so you can prepare carboxylic acid from primary alcohols and aldehydes. So how do you do oxidation? So yes, as you know that oxidation is a technique. So by using different agents like oxidizing agents, like different oxidizing agent like KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, okay, in acidic media or alkaline media, right? Oxidation is nothing but, so addition of oxygen is nothing but oxidation, or removal of hydrogen is also called as an oxidation. So to do this oxidation, we need to take different oxidizing agents like KMNO4 or acidified K2Cr2O7, that means potassium dichromate, or acidified sodium dichromate. These are all very good, very strong oxidizing agents. So yes, so I'm going to take primary alcohol. So as you know that ethanol is primary alcohol because OH group is attached to primary carbon atom in the presence of very strong oxidizing agent like potassium dichromate in acidic media. Yes, we have primary alcoholic group CH2OH is oxidized with potassium dichromate. Firstly, actually, which convert into aldehydic group. CH2OH group is converted into aldehydic group with the removal of hydrogen. So we have acetaldehyde here. Primary alcohol, which is ethanol, converted into ethanol, AL, acetaldehyde. Further oxidation takes place to form our required product called acetic acid or ethanoic acid, acidic group. Yes, COOH group. CH2OH becomes CHO, then CHO becomes COOH. This is the idea to prepare carboxylic acids, right? Yes, primary alcohol in the presence of potassium dichromate or sodium dichromate or potassium permanganate. Okay, you can use any oxidizing agent, so which convert into, so you just know about the nature of oxidizing agent. The nature of oxidizing agent, I mean KMNO4, K2Cr2O7, sodium dichromate are actually strong oxidizing agent which convert into, so which convert actually primary alcohol into acid. The second method is from cyanides, which is also called as, cyanides are also called as nitriles actually. Then how do you convert nitriles or cyanides into carboxylic acids? Yes, simply hydrolysis. We know about hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means addition of water, right? So with acid or alkali, in the presence of acid or alkali, so we can convert cyanide or CN group, okay, or nitriles into COOH by using hydrolysis in the presence of an acid, right, or alkali, right? So what happens? Let us see. So we have C triple bond N group. So we have to break this bond, C triple bond N bond. How? So if you provide 3 hydrogens to nitrogen and 2 oxygen and 1 hydrogen to that group, CH3C group. So what happens? Yes, C triple bond N bond will break, then that will convert into CH3COOH and NH3, right? So which need actually, so we need to take 4 number of hydrogens and 2 number of oxygens. Hence I am going to take 2 number of water molecules that can provide 4 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Then what happen? So we will get a required product called acetic acid and ammonia, right? So this is actually acetic acid. Acetic acid is also called as ethanoic acid from nitriles or cyanides simply by hydrolysis in the presence of an acid or alkali. So that is the best method actually. And the third method from esters. We know about esters. Esters having general formula called RC double bond OR dash or RR, right? Yes, RCOOR is nothing but an ester. So if you break COR bond, what happens? So you will get what we call an acid. So that is actually acidic portion. Here also the right side portion is actually alcoholic portion. If you provide H and OH to an ester, what happens? That is nothing but, again here also I am going to do hydrolysis, simply by hydrolysis from esters. So by hydrolysis to form our required product called RCOOH is nothing but an acid, right? Yes, I am going to take here CH3COO C2H5 is an acid, what we call ester, sorry. Ethyl acetate is ester. So by hydrolysis of ethyl acetate, what happens? Again COC bond breaks, C2H5O minus takes place. So because of oxygen is highly electronegative atom, so C2H5O minus and here, so that can accept H plus here. So what happens, that it becomes C2H5OH, and the second portion Ca3CO, so that can accept OH, so that it becomes Ca3COOH. Yes, so that is our Ca3COOH is nothing but ethanoic acid or acetic acid and also alcohol. So that it means esters are generally prepared by acid and ester, acid and alcohol. Again we got actually same products called acid and alcohol. Yes, and the next method from Grignard reagent, as I told that, so Grignard reagent is the best reagent to prepare many more organic compounds, industrially very much applicable. So that is why, so I want to take Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent is nothing but organometallic compound containing RMGX. So what is the nature of carbon in Grignard reagent? As you know that, so the carbon present in Grignard reagent is electronegative in nature, so which actually reacts with carbon dioxide. What happens? Let us see. RMGX is react with carbonyl group actually. So as I told you that CO2 is carbon dioxide, which consists of C double bond O, and C double bond O is linear in shape actually. So that consists of C double bond O. Again the required product called RCOOH also consists of C double bond O. Hence, so we can prepare what we called carboxylic acid from Grignard reagent. Let us see. RMGX is react with again CO2. What happens? Let us see. So yes, I told you that the nature of R is electronegative and carbon dioxide, so having what we call RCOOH and MgX into OH, if which as OH minus. Yes, C double bond O is actually the structure of carbon dioxide. RMGX is actually Grignard reagent. I am going to take the example of Grignard reagent called methyl magnesium bromide. Methyl magnesium bromide, so actually has two parts. Methyl group is electronegative in nature. MgBr is electropositive. Magnesium is actually metal, that is actually electropositive in nature. In this portion, carbon dioxide consists of two things. C is actually electropositive element, oxygen is electronegative element. Hence the methyl group is actually electronegative, which goes to electropositive carbon atom, and magnesium bromide is actually electropositive in nature, which goes to electronegative oxygen atom. Let us see then what happens. C double bond O becomes C single bond O, so which can acquire MgBr, OMgBr. Here C can acquire CH3 methyl group, so then we will get a CH3CO OMgBr in the presence of dry ether. Yes, so we will get a additional product called adduct, followed by hydrolysis in the presence of an acid to form what happens. The breakage of OMgBr takes place with the hydrolysis. You will get our required product called acid, carboxylic acid called CH3COOH, and the byproduct like magnesium bromide and hydroxyl group. Yes, magnesium hydroxyl bromide plus CH3COOH. CH3COOH is actually acetic acid. So that means we can prepare acetic acid from Grignard reagent called methyl magnesium chloride bromide if it is react with carbon dioxide in the presence of dry ether to form additional product called adduct, followed by hydrolysis to form acetic acid and magnesium bromide. And the next one is so here also, so we can prepare aromatic acid from aromatic what we call Grignard reagent called benzyl magnesium bromide, again which is react with so carbon dioxide in the presence of dry ether to form an additional product called so this one C6H5C double bond O OMGBr, right? That is actually additional product, followed by hydrolysis in the presence of an acid H plus, which can provide H plus to that additional product. Again the breaking of bond takes place OMGBr. Finally we can get C6H5COOH and MgBrOH. So that is actually benzoic acid. That means you can prepare benzoic acid from so benzyl magnesium bromide. Okay, so this is the best method to prepare aromatic acid. Okay. So you can write like this. Okay, both are same actually, C6H5 group or benzyl group. You can take a structure of benzene or else you can take simply C6H5, right? Both are same actually, don't bother about structures, right? And the next method so is from acyl halides and anhydrides. Let us see acyl halides. Okay, so they are also called as acid halides. So we are called as acid chlorides, right? So you are all familiar with this compound. So acid halides or acyl halides and anhydrides are the derivatives of an acids, right? Anhydride means you should know anhydride, there is no water molecule. Okay, so here we have RCOH and RCOOH, both are carboxylic acids. I am going to remove water molecule from two molecules of carboxylic acids. Then the two molecules of carboxylic acids fused with each other to form an anhydride group called RCOOCOR is actually anhydride. So then how do you prepare carboxylic acid from these compounds RCOCl and RCOOCOR? So that is the first example. I think CH3COCl is acid chloride, like acetyl chloride. So here also I am going to take hydrolysis reaction. So what happens here, we will get the breaking of CCCl bond takes place. So we will get the required product called acetic acid and hydrochloric acid. Okay, so yes, let us see by taking anhydride group, acetic anhydride. This is actually acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride means CH3COOCOCH3. Here also the bond breaking takes place, followed by hydrolysis. What happens? We will get CH3COOH and CH3COOH. If you break that bond, you will get again the two same molecules called acetic acid, two molecules of acetic acid by hydrolysis of acid anhydride. As I told you that acid anhydride is nothing but fused compound, right? Acid fused compound. By hydrolysis, that fused compound can separate to form the two molecules of an acid, right? Here also benzoic anhydride. I am going to take another example of acid anhydride called benzoic anhydride. Here also I am going to take hydrolysis followed by hydrolysis to form again the two molecules of benzoic acid. Here also you can prepare aromatic acid by using this kind of reaction. Yes, you should know on every time. So have considered what we call hydrolysis reactions. Simply by doing hydrolysis of different organic compounds to prepare what we call an acids, right? The last method of to prepare carboxylic acids called from alkyl benzenes. So from this method you can prepare aromatic acid. Alkyl benzene to COOH group. How it possible? Let us see. So alkyl benzene, so that is the derivative of benzene actually. Benzene ring consists of an alkyl group. It may be methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl. So or else branched compounds, I mean branched groups like iso, so neo, right? So followed by vigorous oxidation again. In this case, I won't consider actually so what we called hydrolysis, but I am going to take so vigorous oxidation. As you know that oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen by taking oxidizing agents like mild oxidizing agents like chromic acid or strong oxidizing agent like acidic or alkaline KMnO4, potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate or sodium dichromate, right, are the best examples of oxidizing agents. Let us see by taking alkyl benzene as toluene actually. Toluene consists of benzene group containing methyl group. So that is actually methyl benzene is nothing but toluene followed by oxidation. So with a very good oxidizing agent like KMnO4 or chromic acid, so which provide 3 oxygens to toluene. Then the removal of hydrogen takes place and addition of oxygen takes place simultaneously. That process is nothing but oxidation. We will get aromatic acid like benzoic acid, and the water molecule separates out. So that preparation is the best method to prepare an aromatic acid. So you can use instead of methyl group you can use ethyl group, propyl group. Don't bother about the length of the what we called alkyl group. So the rest of that, I mean, so you can you will get benzoic acid as the product. So you may take